So guys, recently Valve announced a new console and new controller coming out from Steam. It's a really cool thing. It happened about a few days ago, and now I just found this video from Linus, a good old Linus Tech Tips, explaining Valve's new console and controller, Steam Machine and Steam Controller. First look. You know, I was really curious about this. I don't think it's going to mention the price. Maybe he will. What is this first frame? What is that? He looks like he's in trouble. He's like, help me. Anyway, I want to watch this video. I want to react to it because I like Linus. He's cool. He always does cool videos. He's an OG, and yeah, I wanted to see what he's going to say about the Steam Machine because I'm interested in buying that actually. Not the Xbox ROG Ally. I am an Xbox X Series X user, but now I'm looking for a new console and I don't want to build my own PC because I'm lazy. But yeah, anyway, let's get right into it. This is Valve's new console and controller, Steam Machine and Steam Controller 2026 first look by Linus Tech Tips. Let's check it out.
Valve dropped 3 absolute bombs today. The Steam Frame standalone
nice
VR headset, that's going to have to be a separate video. But this one focusing on the new Steam Machine and, yes, the wait is finally over, the 2026 edition Steam Controller. Let's talk
Dude, that
about
controller looks pretty good.
Over 10 years ago, Valve announced their first version of SteamOS, a Linux-based operating system that would free gamers from the shackles of Microsoft Windows.
I remember this.
It was a total commercial flop. But
yeah.
Instead of giving up on Steam machines, Valve doubled down, working with game developers on Linux native.
Chat, by the way, just to pause right now, any of you have a Threadripper, like an AMD Threadripper processor? That'd be insane if you did. Those things are expensive as heck.
Ports of their games, and with open source developers on the Proton compatibility layer that makes their Steam Deck handheld out-of-the-box compatible with thousands of Steam games, even ones that only ever shipped on Windows. The Steam Deck is believed to have sold millions of units at this point, and no wonder given its great balance of solid gaming and outstanding affordability. But its mobile form factor has given it certain limitations and left gamers hungry for something more substantial.
Loud fan noise, smells? What? Oh, you can't see that, but what? Dude. Limited battery playtime. Yeah, that's a big problem. Smells? What do you mean by smells? What does it smell like? I'm kind of curious now. Low power profile, less power in games. Yeah, true. Yeah, I've never bought a handheld device because, you know, I just know for what I need for streaming, it's just not worth it.
And well, here it is.
Dude, that looks so cool.
The lunchbox. One, because it's substantial.
No, Linus. It's not the lunchbox. It's the Gabe Cube. Come on, get with the program.
Like lunch. 2, because it's cube-shaped, like a box. And 3, because I think this thing is going to eat Xbox's lunch.
Dude.
Okay, that last one was a bit of a reach.
Yes,
but
please.
Not as far as I'm reaching for this segue to our sponsor.
All right. Enough of that. Dude, how long is this sponsor? Holy shit. All right.
In what has become typical Valve fashion.
Chad, you know what before I continue, dude, I have an Xbox Series X, like I said before, but I want to be able, dude, for streaming, I want to be able to play my Steam library, and I can't because I don't have a dual PC setup. So this might be actually perfect for y'all, you know, but y'all about to be seeing some crazy games, man. Maybe if I get this, should I get this, chat? Let me know.
Been atypically open about the new Steam Machine, giving us direct access to the engineering folks who worked on these devices. The only thing I didn't have today was time, so we're going to get through this as fast as we can. At the heart of the Steam Machine is a 6-core AMD Zen 4-based CPU that turbos up to 4.8 gigahertz with 16 gigs of RAM and an 8 gig GPU that they compared to a 7600 XT-ish.
Oh, well, it's not too bad, I guess. Well, AMD 6-core, I don't know what Zen 4 means. I have to, maybe he'll explain that, but semi-custom AMD RDNA 3, 8 gigabyte. Dude, I think the Xbox that I have has a 10 gigabyte, or no, it has, it has a 16 gigabyte VRAM graphics card, but 6 gigabytes are dedicated to the system, and the 10 gigabytes, I think, are dedicated to the game. So it already has more gigabytes than this, so now it's already got me worried. It's got the same amount of RAM though but I have a terabyte or 2. Maybe it gets, you know, it would be good if I can get a 1 terabyte like the Xbox. I hope that's an option.
But they were also quick to point out that it might not be apples to apples thanks to their custom software stack and power tuning. Basically, the goal was that pretty much anything on Steam should run at 4K 60 FPS if you're willing to turn down the details and use a little bit of FSR upscaling.
Cap. I'm calling cap right there, dude. When I heard that the first time when I saw the trailer, dude, 4K 60 FPS. Are you kidding? With 8 gigabytes of VRAM, you gotta be messing with me, man. There's no way in hell that that's running 4K 60. I mean, obviously it's FSR, which is AMD's frame generation, and then, well, it has AMD, so that would work. But yeah, NVIDIA people, what's that? The frame gen for NVIDIA is there too, but maybe with frame gen, yeah, sure, but that's fake frames.
And
you ain't getting with raw power, with rasterization, you ain't getting to that 4K 60, bro.
All that on display with Cyberpunk running in the demo room at these settings. Valve says to expect about 6 times the performance of the Steam Deck. Now, I was a little surprised to not see an SoC with shared memory, but apparently the decision to go for discrete CPU and GPU came down to balancing cost, power, size, and performance, and also they just didn't feel like they needed to. And I guess Valve was right, because they nailed this thing. Compared to a more traditional ITX...
Yeah, you know what? I really like how small this thing is, man. Like, this, like, look at his hand compared to this. Like, it's like half the size of my Xbox Series X. Like, the Series X is like 2 of these on top of each other. I'm really happy with the size, but that 8 gigabytes really scared me, though.
Small form factor machine, like the OG Steam machine reference design, you can see that...
Wait, what is that?
A lot smaller.
OG?
More
I never even knew
with
that.
A highly integrated design, like something like the Framework Desktop. Investment disclosure. Like the Framework Desktop, Valve allows customization of the front panel using these magnetic plates, and they're going to provide the CAD files so you can put whatever your heart desires on here. They even had a machine in the demo.
Oh my, wait, that's awesome. I didn't even know that.
Like
you can take that off?
Valve allows customization of the front panel.
That's gonna be sweet. You could put like a wooden panel on there. You can make that really cool looking. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm already getting hooked.
Using these magnetic plates, and they're gonna provide the CAD files so you can put whatever your heart desires on here. They even had a machine in the demo room with an e-ink display that was showing system vitals. Pretty darn
That's pretty cool.
But unlike the Framework, it has a programmable RGB strip in the front that could be used to personalize your...
Get that away from me. I don't need no I ain't need no RGB. Bro, get that away from me.
Style, or maybe show a progress bar while you switch your TV input and wait for your game to be downloaded. The sky's kind of the limit. The front of the device has a power button, micro SD slot, 2 USB 3 5 gigabit per second ports. Then the rest of the I/O is in the
Wait,
back.
let me get that again.
2 USB 3 5 gigabit per second ports. Then
is that a lot, chat? I don't even know. 5 gigabit, is that a lot? I can't tell. I don't know what mine is.
And the rest of the I/O is in the back, where you'll find 2 USB 2 Type A ports, a USB-C 10 gigabit per second port, no display port on there. That is worth noting.
Wait a minute. What? No, there's a display port right there. What are you talking about? What did he say?
10 gigabit per second port, no display port on there. That is worth noting. Gigabit.
Oh, he meant the USB Type-C, so it can't do display out. Or display in with the like my laptop can. I got you.
Ethernet power in for the integrated power supply. Good gravy, this thing is compact. As well as HDMI 2.0.
Dude, the whole thing is probably just the fan. If you open it up, it's literally just the fan that makes this size happen.
DisplayPort 1.4 port. It is worth noting that HDMI 2.0 port, they have tested it at HDMI 2.1 speeds, but there are a couple of features that are not implemented, so they can't call it HDMI 2.1. Also at the back, we have a large 120 millimeter cooling fan that draws air from both the intake on the bottom that comes up through the power supply, as well as the large heatsink on the front.
Jesus, that's a large heatsink.
Fully open and back to the Steam machine, who got naked while we were busy.
Oh shit!
Oh, you. While Valve's goal was to
better
build
censor
something
that, Linus.
Zero hassle, grab and game for the non-tinkerers, they really were laser focused on a console-like experience with quick suspend and resume and modern standby, so that your games are already updated when you sit down to play.
So what does oh, maybe he'll say it, but I want to know like what the operating system. Oh, he doesn't show it. No way. Or maybe he does, but I want to know what it looks like. I want to know what the operating system looks like, but yeah.
There are folks out there already updated when you sit down to play. They also fully acknowledge that there are folks out there, guilty, who are tinkerers, and they've come up with an ingenious design for this.
Oh, I guess the operating system, by the way, the operating system is probably just the one that already exists. But I was like wondering like what the home, I guess it has a home button. I'm asking too many questions.
Audiences. tinkerers, and they've come up with an ingenious design for this thing that allows it to cater to both audiences. In advance, no, you're not going to be swapping out the BGA soldered processors. But what you can do is upgrade the storage with next to no hassle to a 2230 or larger 2280 sized M.2 drive.
Oh, that's pretty good.
While we couldn't go that deep today, Valve also confirmed that the memory uses standard SODIMM slots. Finally,
oh, that's great. So you could just, like, what I did with my laptop is it's come with a stock 16, but it had an open slot. So what I did was I opened it up and added another 16 RAM in, and now I have 32. So yeah, dude, that's kind of similar. Okay, that's cool.
Told iFixit that this
wait a minute.
SODIMM slots. Finally, while that confirms
wait,
that the memory
is this
uses standard SODIMM slots. Finally,
while wait, we can upgrade the memory. No, probably from 16 to 32, maybe.
Told iFixit that this
dude, that would be sick. Wait, can you actually do that?
Slots.
Let me hear that again.
Larger 2280 sized M.2 drive. And while we couldn't go that deep today, Valve also confirmed that the memory uses standard SODIMM slots.
Okay.
Finally,
yeah.
While Valve hasn't actually told iFixit that this product is coming yet, they did say that they're hoping to continue their partnership that they've had on the Steam Deck, making replacement parts available for end users.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Dude, that's great. This is so open source.
There's some really cool details that I'd love to highlight. The power supply, for one thing, is fully integrated to the point where it's actually part of the chassis, and the cooling solution pulls air directly through it, which avoids any need for it to have its own fan. The aforementioned Delta cooling fan is actually slightly thicker than the standard 25mm for extra static pressure, and it includes antenna mounts that are integrated into it, along with I/O mounts. Cool, right? Oh, this is actually a great look at the 4 antennas. So this is the back of the device, where you have your 2 antennas for Wi-Fi 6E. Then if we flip it around to the front, we've got 1 antenna
I'm not going to be using Wi-Fi.
Peripherals.
Screw it now. I'm taking that 1 gigabit per second Ethernet straight up.
And another one that is...
we're plugging that bitch in.
...dedicated to your Steam controller or controllers. So that puck that's included with your controller is actually extra, and you could chuck it on another PC or...
yeah, the controller looks cool. You know what, by the way, the controller looks cool, but I don't know. It's probably going to be expensive. I would like to use the one I'm used to, which is the Xbox Series X controller. And apparently you can use any controller you want with this thing, so it's great.
Charging. A major question mark, though, is of course price. Valve wasn't able to give any specific
how much does it cost?
Numbers due to rapidly evolving market conditions, but they will obviously have it nailed down when the Steam Machine launches in Q1 2026 alongside the new Steam controller. They did.
It's probably going to be like. It's probably going to be like a $800, $900 to be honest, and I'm probably going to get it to be honest. As long as it's not $1,000, man, please. I just don't want it to be $1,000, man. That would be so sad. It cannot be $1,000. It has to be lower than $1,000, please. For everybody's sakes. You know what would be great though if it was 500, 600 like the Xbox Series X, because you get a lot of you get 10 gigabytes compared to 8 gigabytes for the 600 of the Series X. So you know, I'm just saying, man. If Steam really wants to get some like street cred with the gamers, you better make that thing cheap.
Give me one hint though. They said that while they expect it to be very competitively priced with a PC, that it will be priced like a PC rather than like a console with games subsidizing the upfront hardware purchase. They wouldn't say why, but if I had to guess,
wait, what?
Subsidizing the upfront hardware purchase.
One more time.
Rather than like a console with games subsidizing the upfront hardware purchase. They wouldn't say why, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's partially to avoid stepping on the margin opportunities of their potential partners for Steam games and Steam software, but also because they recognize that the
I feel
Steam
betrayed.
Machine is a full-fledged PC.
That's what I want to do. Look at the wood. Look at the wood. That looks cool.
Capable of being used as a full-fledged PC. There's no guarantee.
Wait, can you use it as a PC though? Is it only? Oh wait, he's using it as Windows though. No, that's not Windows. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that operating system?
Capable of being used as a full-fledged PC. There's no guarantee then that, say, a corporate purchase of 10,000 of these things would result in a single game sale. So they really do need to protect the sustainability of their hardware business.
That's actually true. That's a good point because I understand why it might be more expensive now, because it's not just going to be for games. It's also going to be a computer. So you could like do what he was just doing, coding, or like maybe editing. Dude, if you could do editing, that'd be crazy. Like if it's powerful, if it has those specs, it should be able to edit in 1080p, like regular YouTube and Twitch videos. Hey man. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to watch the Steam Machine part of the videos, but yeah, this is a great video by, you guys should totally check him out. Check out Linus, obviously he's the OG, he's the OG guy. Go check out Linus Tech Tips, obviously everybody knows who he is. And yeah, Valve's new console and controller, Steam Machine and Steam Controller, first look. Go check it out yourself, give him a like, give him a subscribe. And yeah, if you liked the video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Dude, I'm very excited for this Steam. I just hope it's not too expensive, man. If it's too expensive, if it's over 1,000, I'm just gonna build my own PC. Like screw it. Anyway, yeah, peace.